The tennis world was watching, the All England club was buzzing, and Alex Eala, the 21-year-old Filipina sensation, was about to do something that nobody expected. She stepped onto court 12 at Wimbledon as the number 29 seed, the first Filipino in history to achieve that honor. Her opponent was Renata Zarazúa, a player who had beaten her before. The pressure was immense, the expectations were sky high, and then something happened that shocked the tennis world. Alex Eala did not just win, she announced her arrival on the biggest stage in tennis. She showed the world that she belongs among the best. She created a moment that fans will never forget. Today on TopSpin, we are breaking down exactly what happened, the reaction of the fans, and why this moment was so special. For more coverage in tennis, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Before we get to the shock, we need to set the scene. Wimbledon, the All England club, the most prestigious tournament in tennis. Court 12 was packed. Filipino flags dotted the stands. The chants of Eala, Eala, Eala echoed through the air. The atmosphere was electric. Alex Eala walked onto the court with a calmness that belied her age. She was the number 29 seed, but she was still the underdog. Her opponent, Renata Zarazúa, had beaten her before at the 2024 ITF W100 Carry Tennis Classic in North Carolina, where Zarazúa won 3-6, 4-6, 6-3. But Eala was not the same player who had lost that match. She was a top 30 player, a Grand Slam seed, and a player who had beaten the best in the world. The match began, and from the very first point, it was clear that Eala was on a mission. She was aggressive, she was precise, she was playing with a confidence that left her opponent with no answers. The statistics from the match told the story of a player who was peaking at the right time. Eala's first serve percentage was high, her ground strokes were crisp, and her movement on the grass was exceptional. The crowd was on its feet with every point. The Filipino fans who had traveled from across the world to support their hero were in a frenzy. They had been waiting for this moment. They had been waiting for a player who could compete on the biggest stage in tennis, and now they were witnessing it. The moment that shocked the tennis world came in the second set. Eala hit a backhand winner that left Zarazúa rooted to the spot. The crowd erupted. The camera zoomed in on Eala's face. She had done it. She had won her first match at Wimbledon. She had made history, and the tennis world was stunned. Eala's post-match reaction was emotional. She said, "I've always dreamed of playing on center court, but I'm content to be on court 12. I think it really depends on the opponent in the match. There are no handouts here, so every match is going to be difficult." Her words were humble, but her performance was anything but. The victory was not just a personal achievement, it was a moment of national pride. The Philippines had never had a player who could compete at this level. Eala had broken through barriers and created new possibilities for young Filipinos. She had shown the world that greatness can come from anywhere. The moment was captured by dozens of cameras and shared millions of times across social media. The images of Eala, surrounded by a sea of flags, became the defining image of the tournament's first day. It was a powerful symbol of the connection she had forged with her fans. It was a reminder that she was not just a player, she was a movement. The victory was not just about the tennis, it was about the fans. The stands at Court 12 were packed with Filipino supporters. They had traveled from across the United Kingdom and Europe to witness the historic moment. They waved flags, they sang songs, and they created an atmosphere that was both electric and overwhelming. The chants of Eala, Eala, Eala echoed through the stadium. The Filipino community had turned the tournament into their own. This phenomenon had been building for months. At the Australian Open earlier this year, Eala's matches were placed on smaller courts, leading to chaotic scenes as thousands of fans queued for hours to watch her play. Tennis legends Martina Navratilova and Lindsay Davenport criticized the organizers for underestimating her drawing power. The organizers need to keep more in mind where the players are from and what the actual fan base is here, Navratilova said. Davenport added that Eala probably needed to be on a bigger show court. The comments were a validation of Eala's extraordinary pull. Her press conference at the Australian Open drew more than 100,000 views online, surpassing those of established superstars Ariana Sabalenka and Carlos Alcaraz. The Eala effect was a global phenomenon, and it was on full display at Wimbledon. The fans' reaction was a reflection of the deep connection that Eala has forged with her people. For them, she's not just a player, she is a symbol of hope. She is a testament to the power of perseverance and dedication. Her journey from a young girl in Manila to a WTA sensation has inspired millions. One fan wrote on social media, "Alex Eala has made the Philippines proud. She is not just a tennis player, she is a symbol of hope. She has shown that Filipinos can achieve greatness on the world stage." Another fan posted, "We have been waiting for someone like Alex for so long. She has given us something to believe in. When she plays, we all feel like we are on the court with her." Eala, who has always been grateful for her fans' support, acknowledged them after the match. She walked along the barrier, signing autographs and taking selfies. The security detail, which had been tasked with keeping the crowd at bay, found it impossible. The fans were simply too passionate. They pushed against the barriers, reaching out to touch her, desperate to get a photo or an autograph. The moment was a powerful symbol of the connection she had forged with her fans. It was a reminder that she was not just a player, she was a movement. The images of Eala surrounded by a sea of flags became the defining image of the tournament's first day, shared millions of times across social media.
What made Alex Eala's performance so special? The answer lies in the journey. The Filipina sensation had overcome adversity, injuries, and the immense pressure of representing a nation of 115 million people. Her run to the second round of Wimbledon was a testament to her incredible growth as a player. Her grass court season had been a whirlwind. Eala had won the WTA 125 Birmingham Open title, her second WTA singles crown. She had reached the semifinals of the WTA 500 Berlin Open, defeating world number 2 Elena Rybakina and world number 8 Elina Svitolina in the same tournament. She had secured a historic Wimbledon seed, becoming the first Filipino ever to achieve that honor. The journey had been remarkable, but it had also taken a toll. The Bad Homburg Open exit, a quick first-round loss to Elise Mertens, had raised questions about her fitness. The visible strapping on her shoulder had worried fans, but Eala had silenced the doubters. Her performance against Zarazúa was a masterclass in resilience and determination. She controlled the match from the first ball, dictating play with her powerful ground strokes and precise serving. She moved effortlessly on the grass, using her speed and anticipation to track down balls that seemed out of reach. The tactics were designed to suit her game and maximize her strengths. Former British #1 Greg Ruzetsky had pointed out that grass courts help her game because they allow her to get a little bit more pace on the ball. He also highlighted her left-handedness as a significant advantage. His analysis proved to be prescient. The victory was a sign of Eala's incredible growth as a player. She had improved her serve, her movement, and her mental game. She had transformed from a promising junior to a legitimate threat on the WTA Tour. The seeding was the culmination of years of hard work, sacrifice, and dedication. It was a testament to her character and her unwavering belief in herself. Eala's post-match comments reflected her growth. She said, "I definitely think you need to have the mindset, especially in the slam, that you can beat anyone. But then you also need to remember that anyone can beat you, so it really goes both ways." She also said, "I like to say that tennis is a gladiator sport, right? So I think I'm coming into Wimbledon playing well, so the best I can do is go out there, give my all, and see where that takes." Eala's win sets up a potential second-round clash with Serena Williams, the 23 Grand Slam champion and 7-time Wimbledon winner. Williams, who is making her highly anticipated return to singles competition, will face Australia's Maya Joint in her opening match. Eala has spoken about her admiration for the American legend. She said, "It's incredible. I did not think that I would be able to experience that in my lifetime, to be on the tour while Serena is competing as well." The prospect of a meeting between Eala and Williams has set the tennis world buzzing. It would be one of the most watched matches of the tournament. The Philippines would be behind Eala. The world would be watching. The match would be a symbol of the passing of the torch. The match against Zarazúa was more than just a first-round victory. It was a story of growth. Eala and Zarazúa had met once before at the 2024 ITF W100 Cary Tennis Classic in North Carolina. Eala, then only 19 and ranked number 144, had lost to Zarazúa, then 26 and ranked number 104, in 3 sets. That loss had been a learning experience. Eala had used it as fuel. She had worked hard to improve her game. She had beaten the best players in the world. She had earned her place as a Grand Slam seed. 2 years later, the roles had reversed. Eala was now the higher-ranked player at number 29, and Zarazúa had dropped to number 75. Eala's victory was a sign of her incredible progress. She had turned a loss into a lesson. She had grown as a player and as a person. The victory was a statement that she was ready to compete on the biggest stage in tennis. Eala's post-match comments reflected her growth. She said, "I definitely think you need to have the mindset, especially in the slam, that you can beat anyone, but then you also need to remember that anyone can beat you, so it really goes both ways." She also said, "I like to say that tennis is a gladiator sport, right? So I think I'm coming into Wimbledon playing well, so the best I can do is go out there, give my all, and see where that takes." The words were a testament to her maturity and her focus.
The victory was also a testament to the support system that Eala has built around her. Her coach, Joan Bosch, who has been with her since the beginning, has been a key factor in her development. He has helped her improve her game and achieve her goals. Her family, who have sacrificed so much for her career, have been her rock. Her fans, who have supported her through thick and thin, have been her motivation. The victory was a reflection of the collective effort that has gone into her rise. Eala's journey is a story of resilience, determination, and the power of dreams. She has faced adversity and overcome it. She has proven that she belongs on the biggest stages. The tennis world is watching, the Philippines is praying, and Alex Eala is ready for the next challenge. The match against Zarazúa was just the beginning. The future is bright, and the best is yet to come.
Let us zoom out. Alex Eala's Wimbledon victory was more than just a tennis match. It was a moment of national pride. It was a sign of the growing globalization of the sport. It was a testament to the power of perseverance and dedication. It was the beginning of a new era for Filipino athletes. Eala has already achieved more than any Filipino player before her. She is the first to be seeded at Wimbledon. She is the first to break into the top 30. She has beaten the best players in the world. But the story is far from over. The road ahead is challenging. Wimbledon is the biggest stage in tennis. The competition is fierce. The pressure is immense. But Alex Eala has never shied away from a challenge. She has faced adversity and overcome it. She has proven that she belongs on the biggest stages. The tennis world is watching. The Philippines is praying. And Alex Eala is ready for the next challenge. For more coverage in tennis, subscribe and hit the notification bell.